Good morning, dear friends. In the last class, we have learned about that inductance of stator. So, before we derive this inductance of the stator, we first understand what is the flux magnetic field intensity in the different region based on the rotor angle and the stator field. Then, after that, we have after deriving this HR1 and HR2 and HR3, HR4 like those are for various region. Then we formed this Ampere's law, Ampere's circuital law. After Ampere's circuital law, we have chosen Gauss's law to find out this magnetic flux density. So after finding this magnetic flux density, we end up with this equation of magnetic flux in the stator. Magnetic flux in the stator is nothing but magnetic flux density in that area. So from this, finally we end up with magnetic flux linkage of the stator. Lambda s is equal to phi s ns into phi s. Accordingly, we have derived this equation as follows: that inductance of the stator. Let me share my whiteboard so that you can understand. So we have done like this. There is a stator axis. This is the rotor reference axis. Then the angle between this rotor and stator reference. Why I am saying this is this rotor reference and this is stator reference? See here, current is entering this side and the current is leaving from this side. Current is in the stator, current is entering here and current is leaving here. Therefore, magnetic flux density will be maximum towards this region. Similarly, this is the rotor, current is entering here, current is leaving here. Therefore, magnetic flux density is maximum towards here. This is the magnetic flux density of the rotor. This is the magnetic flux density of the stator. So now we have chosen based on the reference. This is theta r. So in this region, we have written this magnetic field intensity as HR1. So then this region HR2. Then this region HR3, then this is region HR4. The reason is, so these are all symmetrical. Rotor is a smooth surface. This is a non-salient pole rotor. So there is a rotor air gap is smooth. So air gap also we already know that we have written it as G, air gap. Then this is HR4 is equal to minus HR2, HR1 is equal to minus HR3. We have derived various equations. So then based on that, we finally end up with this we have derived this equation of stator is nothing but stator inductance. We can write lambda s, lambda flux linkages in the rotor. So flux linkages in the stator. We have derived it as ns square mu naught r l into pi divided by 2g into is plus ns nr mu naught r l into pi divided by 2g into 1 minus 2 theta divided by pi into IR. So we have chosen this is our stator inductance. So this is the mutual inductance. Maybe we can write it as mutual inductance in. So we can let it be choose another one variable instead of m. Finally, we have to choose m in different way. So this can be write it as some Lm is the function of theta. So now accordingly, whenever theta equal to 0, this Lm of theta, this stator inductance is constant. There is no variation of angle. There is no, it is not depends on the rotor angle. So, but the mutual inductance is depends on the rotor angle. Why it is mutual inductance? This is the stator flux linkage, and this is having number of turns in the stator as well as rotor, and current which is flowing through the rotor. So, stator mutual inductance of the stator by current flowing through the rotor. So Lm of theta we have written it as so theta 0 means entire component will be 0. So we have ns nr mu naught r l pi divided by 2g. Then if suppose theta equal to pi by 2, we can write it as pi by 2. Theta equal to pi by 2 means 1 minus 1. We will have Lm of theta equal to 0. Then theta equal to pi. Then again Lm of theta pi is 1 minus ns. So just to substitute theta in this equation, mutual inductance. So ns nr mu naught r l pi divided by 2 theta. So 2g. So then accordingly we can write this tan is always constant in all the cases. Tan is constant. So we can write m is nothing but ns nr mu naught r l into pi divided by 2g. So now we can have this equation. If you draw this one curve, this is theta, then this is the magnetic Lm of theta. What happens here? Whenever theta equal to 0, this Lm will be maximum. Whenever theta equal to pi by 2, Lm equal to, this is pi by 2, Lm equal to 0. Then whenever theta equal to pi, this will be minus maximum. So minus of this value. So this is plus of this, we can write it as m plus m, and this is minus m. So then again for pi plus pi by 2, then pi, then 2 pi, in between we have 0 theta pi by 2, then 270 degree, and again 2 pi. We will have 2 pi, 3 pi by 2. So 3 pi by 2, 5. So in this 3 pi by 2, again this magnetic, this is 1, and here this is m. Then in this case here m, then again it will come to 0, then it will goes to again maximum of n. So we can draw the curve by using, I can use the different line. So this, so we can have this m, and again it will come to the maximum. So if we properly adjust this distributed winding, we can have different, we can have the pure sine wave of back in this TM. Inductance effect can be the sine wave. Then from this equation, we can come to know this variable Lm of this variable Lm of theta can be m into cos theta. Why cos theta? Whenever theta equal to 0, max Lm is equal to m. Whenever theta equal to pi by 2, m is equal to 0. Then Lm of theta equal to pi. Then Lm of theta equal to pi. Lm of theta equal to minus m. Like that, it will vary. Therefore, we can end up with this equation: Lm of theta equal to m into cos theta. So then I would like to explain today. So like that, we have ended up with this derived equation of the inductance of the stator. So now we are going to write now the equation rotor inductance, how the rotor inductance will be. So you can the same procedure you have to follow. I am not going to explain all, only I am explaining how the variation of the limit of this inductance, how you have to write this the equation for for magnetic flux density. So already we came to know that this is our reference, right? This is the stator reference. So now when I write this equation for that Gauss's law, so surface integral of B vector dot n gap into ds, I have chosen from here this angle. How I have chosen for the stator flux? How I have chosen the stator flux is nothing but mu naught. This is already HR1, HR2, HR3 and HR4. HR1, HR2, HR3 and HR4. Either you have to take it this two positive value or otherwise this two positive value. Better I have chosen from this reference alpha equal to 0. So I am choosing from here. So how I have written? In this case, we have written it as integral of theta equal to alpha equal to 0 to theta or 0 to theta or already we know mu naught HR3 L into R into D alpha. This is I have chosen this is alpha reference D alpha plus integral theta r, this flux is this stator reference is completing from alpha equal to 0 to here alpha equal to pi. So already we have derived this till 0 to theta. Then what I have to write? Theta to pi. Theta to this theta to pi. Already we have write this equation this, then theta to pi. So theta r to pi plus theta r. What is the magnetic field intensity in this region? HR4. So that we can write mu naught HR4 LR into D alpha, and we derived all those equations. So, but in this rotor flux linkage, so rotor flux linkage, how we can write? Lambda r equal to nr into phi r. Lambda r is equal to nr into phi r. So this is nothing but we have written as phi s, right? Phi s is equal to here the integration of bs into ns and gap, like that we have written. So now I am going to write this equation of phi r. It is very interesting. So in this equation, stator reference is starting from here, alpha equal to 0. That is why I have chosen either you have to choose this two, leaving the winding or entering into this circuit. So I have chosen this two region. That is why this, since total magnetic flux density in the closed surface is 0. So that there is no use of calculating total magnetic flux density. So how in the surface area, how much flux entering into the surface area or how much flux leaving the surface area is very much important. That is why I have none like this. Then phi r, I can write it as surface integral of B in the rotor into n cap into ds. How I can write here now? Here the rotor reference will start from here in this green line. Rotor reference will start from here. So I can write this angle is theta r to pi, theta r to pi. What is the magnetic field intensity? HR4. So I can write mu naught HR4. Then area you can write radius into length into d alpha plus integral pi to, in the already we have written theta to pi, then pi to pi plus theta. This is already theta r. So pi to pi plus theta r, mu naught magnetic field intensity in this region is HR1 R L into D alpha. HR1 into, already we have derived this equation of HR4 this equation of HR1. So one can substitute this HR1 and HR2. Finally, we can substitute, we can find out lambda r in this equation. So lambda r by multiplying number of turns in the rotor, we can have we can have lambda r equal to nr into phi r. So if you write it, we can have this equation ns nr mu naught RL pi divided by 2G into IS, 2G into IS plus we can write it as NS NR square mu naught RL pi divided by 2G into IR. 2G into IR. So in this here we can NS NR mu naught into R phi. Sorry, 1 minute. Just like I am writing directly this final value. So you can try with this. Already in the last class I have derived all the how we can derive HR1 and HR2. So here mu naught and IN. So same magnitude of stator will come here. Only that mutual inductance will be same. So in the 1 minus 2 theta divided by pi into IS plus NR square mu naught RL pi divided by 2G into here I will write IR. 2G into IR will come. NR square mu naught RL pi into 2G. 2G. So this is our self-inductance of the rotor. This can be the inductance. It is varying with respect to theta. As like LMR. Previously we can write it as LMS. Here LMR. Both the cases are magnitudes are same. This will also varies with respect to the theta. That means if the theta is varying from 0 to here, it will start from vary here and it will go here. So this is your magnitude of M. Then this will be magnitude of 0. This is for pi by 2. Then this is for pi. Then this is for 3 pi by 2. Then here it is for 2 pi. Like that, magnetic field intensity, like that, mutual inductance effect will be varied. So with this, what we want to conclude is, in this electrical machine, if there is having a magnetic field, if there is having a rotating path, so based on the rotor angle, there is a mutual inductance will vary with respect to the rotor angle. So whenever the rotor angle is 0, we can see this rotor angle. For example, this angle, this theta is 0 means it is attached here. Reference will be attached here. That time we can have maximum mutual inductance effect. Otherwise, we will not have this maximum mutual inductance effect. So with this, I would like to conclude today's presentation. So I hope it is very much helpful to you. Kindly go through it and kindly give me the feedback. So with this, we have learned many things: how to find out magnetic field intensity, how to find out flux linkage, and how to find out for the linear translational motion, how that inductance effect will be. What is the inductance effect? Inductance effect will be varies with respect to distance. So similarly, for rotating magnets, if there is a rotating parts are there, automatically this will also varies with respect to rotor angle. So normally, if we write the equation for The stator flux linkage, inductance will be constant, but mutual inductance will be varies with respect to theta. So it is mutual inductance normally varies with respect to cos theta. That means whenever theta equal to 0, we have maximum mutual inductance. Otherwise, whenever theta equal to pi by 2, mutual inductance will be 0. So it is varying with like a cos wave. So we have to suitably make a distributed binding in order to get a pure sinusoidal flux linkage. As we know already, flux linkage is nothing but inductance in the current. If the current is constant, flux linkage is directly proportional to the inductance. So we can have pure sine wave based on the rotor angle if we have properly placed the distributed binding. Like that, when we write for rotor equation of the flux linkage, mutual inductance between stator and rotor have also varies with respect to rotor angle. At the same time, the rotor self-inductance will be constant. So with this, I would like to conclude. Wish you all the best. Thank you.